praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikakwadash. I want to give divine honor to my apostle, now is a great millstone who do rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing his truth across the four winds so we can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. All right, it's the brother Yara. Lord willing, coming back to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, to feed the body and edify the sheep in all spirit, faith, truth, sincerity, and doctrine. All right. Yahweh is the correct name of the Heavenly Father, who the word ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh Shai is the correct name of our Lord and Savior, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, those are the names to call upon in these perilous times that we're coming into to be delivered and to be saved. All right. So you see the title of this lesson, all right, this digital epistle, all right, to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right. It says the UN or the United Nations, all right, says dangerous conspiracy theorists must be punished. All right. And then it actually goes on, but I'm not going to, as you can see there, you see it right there at the bottom there. All right there. All right. Must be punished like the T's. All right. All right. For YouTube, I'm not going to say the word. All right. And this is from a video from Rumble. Okay, I'm not gonna play the whole video. It's a video from Rumble. All right, and it's from the channel called The People's Voice. All right, and I actually got this from the elder Manat Zakba out in South Carolina. He actually did a lesson on the same subject. Okay, and I just wanted to touch on it. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, Shai, and Lord willing, this is edifying to the body and it feeds the spirit. It's like it feeds the sheep through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. All right, excuse me. All right. So let's go into it. Hey, free use, YouTube, free use. All right. All right. I'm not getting any money off of this. All right. Don't flag me, the People's Voice channel. All right. Okay. This is all for media news. Okay. All right. No profit. All right. Just prophecy. All right. So that's a nice title too. But I'm going to play a little bit of this just the beginning. All right. And let's go into it and I'm going to bring out some precepts with it. Okay. All right. I'm going to play some commercials, of course.
Would you be able to survive 365 days with no power, no AC, no heat?
Most people, no, they will not. And wow, 66.6 thousand followers. All right. So before I play the video, all right, I want to go into the narrative that Esau Edom, man. All right, he knows that his kingdom is fallen. Okay, so he's trying to push this narrative. Okay, he's trying to demonize the truth. Okay, all right, by demonizing the truth, he can shut up the mouths of the prophets. All right, but this is all of the Heavenly Father Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai, man. All right, this is the Heavenly Father's story. Okay, this is his movie. All right. And trust me, he's going to get what he wants. Okay. All right. Because he said it. All right. It's prophecy, man. All right. The end, just like as it is written, the end was declared since the beginning. Excuse me. All right. So let me just, play this BS, man. All right. And this guy's reporting on it too. Okay. So listen up.
United Nations has declared war on conspiracy theorists, describing the rise of people thinking for themselves as worrying and dangerous,
and they're calling conspiracy theorists, they're calling them what? Truth speakers, man. Okay, truth speakers, they're calling them conspiracy theorists. All right. Now before we even go on, since we're speaking on that word conspiracy theorists, I wanted to go into the etymology of the word conspiracy. Okay, what does conspiracy mean? All right. Since most of the people, especially here in America, don't like to go into actual definitions of words, so they really don't know what the hell it means. All right. So the word conspiracy in the online etymology dictionary, all right, means, it's like it says a plotting of evil, right? Unlawful design, a combination of persons for an evil purpose. That's not what we're doing. You see? I'm speaking about the men of the Lord, all right, the prophets. Okay, we're going out, we're prophesying as it is written. Okay, we're not giving our own words and our own perspective. We're telling the world, all right, especially the Israelites, all right, but the world, all right, the entire, all nations, we're telling you, thus saith the Lord. Okay, we're just reading the Bible. Okay, a Bible that was written thousands of years ago, man. Okay, you see, how are we conspiracy theorists? Okay, a theory is an ideal. All right, it's not factual. It's fictional. You know, in a sense. Okay, but none of this is a fictional. It's very factual. Okay, everything you can read, everything we read about in the scriptures is playing out before our very eyes. Okay, and the wicked Esau, Edom, all right, which is the so-called white man, woman, and child, all right, starting with the elite banking families, those that are in control of the world today, all right, they are doing wickedness, man. All right, they have their hand to the plow, all right, on the left hand side, all right, performing their wicked acts, man. Okay, trying to hit, get towards their wicked agenda. All right, so they're the ones that are conspiring together, all right, plotting of evil, unlawful design, and a combination of persons for an evil purpose. Okay, they get together for evil. All right, but that word conspiracy goes into the word conspire. Okay, now what does it mean to conspire? All right, the word conspire means to aspire. It's like aspire or plan, all right, maliciously, all right, agree together to commit a criminal or reprehensible act. See, that's not us. All right. If anything, it's the opposite. All right. The one that is accusing us of being conspiracy theorists are actually the ones that are conspiring together. You see, to do wickedness, man. All right. You see. So let me go into when you go into the actual phrase conspiracy theorists on Google. All right, and then I'll play the video. All right. When you look it up on Google, the term conspiracy theorist, all right, it goes into meaning a person who believes that some secret, Salakia, my screen is messed up. All right. A person who believes that some secret but influential organization is responsible for a particular event or phenomenon, and that is the elites. Okay. All right. The elites of the nation of Edom. Okay. All right. The Edomites, what they call the top 1%. Right. You see, they are the persons, all right, who are, a organization that is responsible for particular events and phenomenons, man. Okay. All right. The events are, these different events, especially like, okay, as of late, you have all of these train crashes, all right, train derailments, all right. You have war, going on. You have a different you have the dollar collapsing. Okay, somebody's behind that, man. Okay, because ultimately they want to bring in a new currency, which ultimately is going to bring in going into the word or the term conspiracy theorists. It's like conspiracy theorists. All right, being a particular event or phenomenon, that ultimate phenomenon is going to be that MOTB, man. All right, the mark of the beast. All right, which is the RFID chip. Okay, the RFID chip. All right, that's going to be that ultimate phenomenon that this devil is going to try to bring in. All right, and try to push upon the people, man. All right. So no, we're not conspiracy theorists. If anything, this applies to you. All right, so let's get back into the video.
The public with a toolkit to debunk and pre-bunk anybody who dares to suggest that globally are anything but completely honest, upstanding, and working with our best interests at heart. The UN also warns that George Soros, the Rothschilds, and the State of Israel must not be linked to any alleged conspiracies. It's no wonder the UN are waging war on so-called conspiracy theorists. Despite the best efforts of the mainstream media to brainwash the masses, The people are waking up and rising up against the elites and the UN, and their globalist cronies are terrified because their days are numbered. Before we dive in, subscribe to the People's Voice Rumble channel if you haven't already, and check out the new community forum on community.thepeoplesvoice.tv. The UN is desperate to continue pushing their vile globalist agenda without pushback from those of us who reject their sick vision out of hand. Not that long ago, the People's Voice exposed a UN report that declared children can consent to sex with adults. Now the globalists are...
Like, come on, man. Would you follow... Come on, man. Would you say that those are righteous and holy people that are in charge of the world today? People that would push that children can consent to sex with adults, man? Come on, man. That's wicked.
Determined to destroy all opposition to their tyrannical agenda, declaring that anybody who opposes their vision is a conspiracy theorist. UNESCO has teamed up with Twitter, the European Commission, and the World Jewish Congress to launch the campaign dubbed Think Before Sharing, Stop the Spread of Conspiracy Theories. The UN wants you to know that events are not secretly manipulated behind the scenes by powerful forces with negative intent.
And I want to say this too, man, all right? You see, Esau Edom knows that the truth is hurting him, okay? The truth is bringing upon his end of his rulership, all right? He's not pushing this narrative of conspiracy theorists and you know, look, think before sharing, right? And putting a stop and a blockade on the truth. He's not doing that because of people that's talking about Area 51. All right. He's not doing that because people are talking about flat earth. All right. He's you know what I mean? Like he's not doing that because people are, you know, speaking up about you know, women's rights or, you know, homosexuality rights or trans rights. So he's not doing that because of that, man. All right. He's doing it specifically to stop the mouths of the prophets, man, and stop the truth from coming out. All right. The truth of the scriptures, man. All right, let's continue.
If you encounter anybody who thinks the global elite are conspiring to seize power and dictate global events, you must take action. According to UNESCO, if you're certain that you've encountered a conspiracy theory on the internet, then you must react immediately. Post a relevant link to a fact-checking website in the comment.
So they want to you know, the people to, if you come across a conspiracy theory posted by an individual, right? They pretty much want you to snitch on them, man. Okay. Like Jake say in the street, man. You know, they want you to snitch on them. They want you to tell them, point them out. All right. I wonder why is that? Let's continue.
The UN conveniently fails to mention the fact that fact checkers are mostly untrained and unqualified hacks, performing fact checks and writing community notes from the comforts of their bedroom, in between posting woke political content on personal blog.
See, they wanna make these weirdos, right, the face of, you know, what they call conspiracy theorists, man, when really it's the prophets, man. Okay, it's the prophets who they're actually going after, man. Okay, remember second Esdras chapter 16. All right, it speaks about you know, this devil still spoiling and destroying those that believe and serve the Lord, man. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. And this is the beginning of that, man. Okay, because he wants to stop the truth, man. All right, put a halt to prophesying, man. He don't care about these weirdos, man. He don't care about these weirdos. All right, he cares about him being exposed, all right, by the truth, okay, or through the truth, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Let's continue.
And getting high. UNESCO also provide advice for normies who encounter a real living, breathing conspiracy theorist in the flesh. According to the UN agency, you must not under any circumstances be lured into an argument with a conspiracy theorist. Any argument may be taken as proof that you are part of the conspiracy and reinforce that belief. And the conspiracy theorists will probably argue hard to defend their beliefs. The last thing the UN wants is for you to get into a conversation.
See, they don't want people to... They want to make it seem like these so-called conspiracy theories, which they're talking about the prophets, right, are dangerous, right? When you come across them, don't speak to them. Don't argue with them. You see, they're dangerous. See, that's the BS narrative that they're trying to push. When in actuality, We're the best citizens in America, man. All right. We're the best citizens in the world. All right. You see, we live peaceably amongst all men, even when we're out there teaching, man. All right. Yes, brothers get very passionate when we're out there teaching, right? But that's all we're out there to do. We're not out there to harm people. All right. We're not out there making threats. We're not out there plotting, and we're not out, but they paint us as we're um like, the T word. I can't say it. All right. When you tear your wrist. All right. There we go. When you tear your wrist, that's what they're trying to make it seem like.
Conversation with somebody who's done their own research. Instead, according to the UN, you must shut down the conversation while showing empathy and avoiding ridiculing them, and then report them to social media and contact your local National Press Council or Press Ombudsman. Remarkably, hidden in the fine print, UNESCO admits that conspiracy theories do exist. Under the heading, What is a Real Conspiracy? The United Nations bureaucrats explain that real conspiracies, large and small, do exist. However, according to the UN, it's only a real conspiracy theory if it's unearthed by the media. They are more often centered on single self-contained events or an individual, like an assassination or coup d'etat, explains the UN. They are unearthed by whistleblowers and the media using verifiable facts and evidence. There is just one problem with the UN's definition of a real conspiracy theory. The media has been fully bought and paid for by the elite. Bill Gates spends hundreds of millions of dollars every year buying off mainstream media journalists in return for positive coverage and hit people.
See, their definition of what a conspiracy theorist is really backfires on them, because in actuality, them calling conspiracy theorists is a conspiracy theory, okay? By their own definition. All right, here we go.
Pieces on his enemies, including the conspiracy theorists he's just admitting he's tracking.
How did you feel this came out, particularly during COVID and the work you were doing on vaccines for that? How do you feel when you become part of this whole kind of conspiracy theory stuff going on? Does that bother you? Does it get you at all?
So I have people who track it, and we often think, which of these things should you respond to? If they get broad enough, then you want to respond. If they're just in the truly crazy niche, then probably you don't want to amplify it.
You see that? So you have Kill Gates, all right, it openly admitting, right, that any back talk about the serpent piss, all right, or the jagged edge, all right, that happened in 2020, all right, or that happened along with 2020, all right, is a conspiracy theory, all right. But he openly admitted that he tracks those. He has people tracking those people that post, so-called conspiracy theories, or it's like it's conspiracy theories about the stabbing jab, man. See? Let's continue, man.
Meanwhile, George Soros is buying up legacy media outlets like they're going out of fashion. Oh wait, they actually are going out of fashion. Despite what the UN is trying to convince the normies, it's clear that the elites are conspiring against the masses. And believe it or not, most normal people would be deeply concerned about this if their brains were not too full of propaganda, fluoride, heavy metals, and ultra-processed foods to form any rational thoughts.
Yeah, and that's your average everyday American right there in that picture. All right, but let's get into these precepts. All right, like I mentioned earlier, man, going back into the word conspiracy theorist. All right, when you look up the definition, a person who believes that some secret or influential organization is responsible for a particular event or phenomenon. All right, and we already know that this devil, okay, all right, is responsible for particular events, all right, and phenomenons, man. Okay. All right. But at the end of the day, it all goes back to the Lord. Okay. It all goes back to the Lord. What is that? Proverbs 21. All right. The hearts of the king. All right. It's like the hearts of the kings are in the hands of the Lord. Okay. He turneth it whithersoever he will. All right. He controls the minds of the kings, man. Okay. So all of these things that they're doing, setting up these things to set up persecution against the prophets, all right, It's all, written by the Lord, man. All right. The Lord's working all of that. Okay. So by definition of conspiracy theorists, all right, it is true. All right. The wicked, which is Esau, Edom, the nation of Esau, Edom, all right, are conspiring together to spread evil and wickedness. All right. This book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4, and it reads, whereas Edom say, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, all right, which they did. All right. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build. All right. So this is what the Lord is saying. All right. They, which is Esau, Edom, the nation of Edom, they shall build, but I will throw down. Okay. You see? And they shall call them the border of wickedness. All right. So the Lord's ultimately going to throw this devil down. He's going to throw down, his military. He's going to throw down his rulership, and he's ultimately going to throw down his seat, okay, which is Satan's seat, which is Babylon the Great, aka America, man. All right, it's going to be blown off the map. All right. So this devil is not going to reach his enterprise, man. All right. It says, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. Okay. There's no nation more wicked than Esau, Edom, man. Okay. These 2/3 Jakes, they're up there. Okay. But Jake don't have power like that. Okay. It says, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. See, the Lord has a indignation, all right, a hatred, okay, against the nation of Edom, all right, forever. Okay, that's why they can't be saved to you other Israelite camps. All right, the border of wickedness, right? Book of 2 Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 1, and it reads, nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Right, and that happened right during the time of the sack of the siege of the temple. All right, and 70 A.D. Right, when our people were pushed out of the land of Israel. Right, and after that, you already know. I mean, it's history. Okay. All right. After so long, what happened, man? We wound up getting captured up and shipped all around around the world. All right. During the time of slavery. Okay. And we wound up doing what? We wound up losing our heritage, losing the knowledge of who we are and who our God is, man. All right. And what our God wants from us, man. All right. And commanded from us. All right. Verse 2. 2 Ezra 5 and 2, it says, but iniquity shall be increased, right? Iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. See? And that's what you're seeing, man. You're seeing wickedness at its peak, man. Okay. All right. And it's ultimately going to be at its peak, man, once you see people start receiving that charagma, okay, that MARK, all right, which is the mark of the beast, all right, which is the RFID chip. All right. So let me see here. The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 2, and it reads, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult. Okay. All right. Going back into that word conspire. Okay. Because that word conspire, let me just reiterate. That word conspire means in the online etymology dictionary, it says aspire or plan, all right, maliciously agree together to commit a criminal or reprehensible act. Okay. And that's what these devils have done. It's like done, right along with these other nations. Right. Book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 2. And it says, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult. All right. Make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Okay. You see? And these people, all these heathen nations, they hate the nation of Israel. They hate us. Okay. They hate you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, man. They hate us. All right. That's why they have conspired together. Okay. To do what? It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. All right. The Israelites, and consulted against thy hidden ones. Right. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. See? This is what all of these nations, starting with Esau, Edom. All right, he's the head of it. You know, he's the head, wicked in charge, right? You know, that's in charge of this conspiracy, right? That this conspiring together with all these other nations that hate us, man. All right, these heathen nations. It says they have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation." All right, the name of it's like that the name of Israel may no more be. It's like it may no more. It's like may be no more in remembrance. Excuse me. All right, and that's why they have all of these different things that they distract Jake with. All right, the music, the entertainment, the sports, the food. Messing up their brains, the media, as you can see. All right, the water, the lead and the fluoride in the water, all of these different things, man, to dumb Jake down, man. They even came up with a wicked culture called the hip hop culture or black culture, okay, which completely destroys the logic, all right, the logical brain cells in our people's brains, man. Okay, they get overcome with that, hip hop and black culture, man. Excuse me. Verse 5, Psalms chapter 83 and verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They're all in agreement, okay? They're all in agreement. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacle, look, the tabernacles of Edom, which are the so-called white man, woman, and child, starting with the elite banking families, all right? The wicked that are in charge of the world today, all right? And the Ishmaelites, okay? It says of Moab and the Hagarenes, all right? So the point is starting, all of these nations have came together and conspired together as one, all right, to take out the nation of Salakia, the nation of Israel. Salakia, my phone is tweaking. Come on. All right. Salakia, it's Satan. All right, let me go back to it here. All right, they have conspired together, but who's heading the charge? Esau, Edom, man. All right, the wicked. Okay, this is let me see, and it goes on the name. Yep. So this is book of Saint Luke, chapter 21 and verse 10, all the way down to verse 13, and it reads, it says, "Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation." Okay, this is a prophecy that Yahweh Shai gave to those that follow him. Okay, you see his disciples, but now it's a message to us that believe and have faith and worship Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? All right, this is a sign of his return, right? It says, then he said unto them, nation shall rise up against nation, right, and kingdom against kingdom. And are we not seeing that? We're seeing that all over the globe, man. Okay, Russia versus Ukraine, China versus what is it, Taiwan? All right, Israel versus Palestine. Like all. I mean, there's so many wars. Well, and Iran, right? There's so many wars going on, man. All right. Verse 11, it says, "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places." Are we not seeing earthquakes in diverse places? All right, I'm talking about all over the place, man. Okay, in places that haven't seen a earthquake in almost 100 years. All right, it says, "And famines." All right, famines is a lack of a lack of food. Okay, all right, are we not seeing that? We're seeing a lack of food, and the little food that they have, on the shelves left. All right, they're jacking the prices up. All right, which is inflation. All right, it says, "In pestilences." Are we not seeing pestilences? Pestilences are a dis-ease of the body, right? I can't say the word, but dis-ease of the body, right? All of these dis-eases out here, right? So there's definitely a lot of pestilences out here. All right. It says, "In fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven." All right. And we just got through, the world just got through experiencing what? The solar eclipse, right? All of these blood moons coming back to back to back, all these solar eclipses, also the sightings of the angels, man, who the world ignorantly calls It's like what the world ignorantly calls UFOs, man. Those are the angels. All right. Angel sightings everywhere, man. More frequently, more rapidly. Right. So these are all the signs, man. Verse 12, it says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you. And here's the point, okay? Because that's what they're doing. They're trying to bring persecution, right? But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you, okay? So before the end comes, even though we're seeing all the signs, right? Before the actual end comes, right? They're gonna try to they're gonna lay their hands on us, man. All right, they're gonna try to come up and snatch up the prophets, man, and the Israelites. All right, those that follow and praise and worship Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you. All right, and that's what we're seeing here, persecution. It says, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Okay, all right. And the modern day kings and rulers are who? Your so-called presidents, all right, your Vladimir's, all of that, man. Okay. Verse 13, it says, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. See? All right. Now the prophets before us, all right, were persecuted, right? And this will happen again in our time. All right, the time of the end. Okay, it's the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 10. All right, and it reads, it says, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Okay, because we're going to suffer persecution. We're going to suffer being wrongfully accused. Okay, we're going to suffer being made a spectacle. All right, we're going to be posted maybe all over the news, and I had a vision about that, man. Our actual faces, every brother's face being posted on the news, man, within their own city. Okay, and people turning on you, man. This is gonna happen, man. All right. It says, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. All right. Behold, the devil, all right, which is Esau, Edom. All right. It says, shall cast some of you into prisons. All right. Because we're going to be wrongfully accused, right? We're going to be persecuted and wrongfully accused. All right. It says that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. But it's like, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Yeah, because some of us are going to have to be martyrs, man, for this truth, for Yahweh Shema Shai's name's sake. Okay, for truth's sake. All right, not all of us, but some of us, man. All right, and if that be the case for for you personally, all right. Lord willing, you stay faithful until the end, man, even unto death. All right. But this is what this devil is trying to bring, man. All right. But he has to get the people brainwashed and on his side first, man. All right. All right. So at some point, Esau will come, all right, to persecute those that believe, all right, which are the elect Israelites. All right. And even you unbelieving Israelites during the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Okay. Because you're not off out of the scope of the Esau, Edom, the wicked. All right, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 16. All right, and we'll end it off with this, and it reads, "When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth." All right, and the wicked has been multiplied, man. All right, and wickedness has increased. Right, it says, "But the righteous shall see their fall," and that's the point. All right. The righteous, which are the elect of the nation of Israel, right? Those of us that believe in Yahweh Shema Shai, we're gonna see the fall of our enemies, man. All right, of our enemies, but our enemy in particular, Esau, Edom, man. Okay, who's spreading this propaganda and these lies, man. Okay, just to seal the mouth of the prophets and stop the truth from coming out, man. But it's already out. Okay, it's already out, man. All right, Esau, you can't do anything against the truth, but only for the truth, man. Okay, just by you persecuting us, man, it's fulfilling prophecy, man. Okay, see, you're done, Esau. All right, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. Now, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rikakwadash, Shalom, and Abba Ball.